Good afternoon. I am Amy Masters, for those of you who don't know who I am. And I like to do these pop-up live Q&As because they seem to be the best way to learn. And you know, I can make comments on any of your guys' pictures, and you're gonna read the comment in the mindset that you're in. And I want you to hear the answer in the mindset I'm in. And so I've learned that doing these live Q&As and you have questions, then I can answer them and help describe them a lot more than what I can put into like a small paragraph. And so come on, pop on with me, ask some questions. Hi, Desiree. So a little bit more about me, because I've realized that I don't put myself out there. I come on and I do this. Hi, Becky. And actually, Becky, you're the reason why I'm doing today's little pop-up. On Saturday, I'm going live on TikTok with Becky. And Becky let me know a while ago that I will for sure tell you guys everything about everybody else, but I don't always put myself out there and tell you guys about me. I did a post that told about me. If you do my workshops, there's a post that talks about me, but I don't always like to talk about me. Anyways, I've been a nail tech for 26 years. I've helped change laws in my state so that nail techs can go to the next level. I've helped change laws for, oh my gosh, quite a few different ones on how to become an instructor in our state. And so, hi Vicki, hi Sarah, you guys, hi. And so I've been around, let's just say that. In my head, I'm not the best person to learn like reading, and I can watch tutorials and I can pick up on them. But if somebody was to verbally go through step by step and teach me something, I'm going to retain it. And so my brain is filled with a whole bunch of what I call nerdy nail knowledge. And I want to share that. And so about a year ago, I decided to do this online, which I've never thought I would ever be doing. And it has opened up a whole new world of possibilities. And so I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in and listening and asking questions, because I have been able to grow again after 26 years and find that I have a whole new area that I didn't even know that I haven't tapped into in my brain yet. And so now it wants to explode, and I have all this stuff inside my head I want to share. And why not share it with all of you? So I'm here for you. And so with all that being said, over the years I've had a lot of ups and downs and salons, and I've had to move and restart, and I've had big salons, and then I'm a solo tech. So I feel that I have a lot to kind of relate with a lot of you techs on how to start over and all of that. Sarah says, I'm the same. I can't read and retain. Yes, me too. And that's why I need pictures. I need videos. I need, you know, when you have questions and you're like, hey, I had a client come in that has ski jumped nails. What do I do? I need to see a picture, and that's how I can help you. And then what I like to do is to give you a video back or live back. Sometimes writing a description, like I said, you're going to read that description in your mindset. And sometimes we need to visually get out of our mindset and then learn it in a different way. And that's what all of the admin on our group is doing. We are all teaming up together and saying, you know what, I know this knowledge, I have this knowledge, and I want to share it. And sometimes the knowledge you have to pay for in our workshops, but most of it's free. It's all right here, and it's free, and this is how we can help each other. And so all of you out there that have a little bit of nerdy nail knowledge, we have a place for you. And it's right here in Tech Talk Worldwide. We want us to share and be a group that helps with education, and not just our opinions, but like true tried facts. I tried this, I experimented with this, and this is how it came out. You guys will know a lot. Here, hold on, I have this piece of glass I have to show you guys. So you know how you use forms, and you know, the only time a lot of techs use a form is when they're sculpting. They forget though that they need to see the thickness and experiment and play. So take hard gel, take maybe of a couple different companies, take acrylic, take gel polish, take all the products and put it on a form, and then cure it and take it off the form just like it would be on a nail and play with it. See how it breaks, see how much it bends, see how much give you get. that is the best probably knowledge that I can tell you guys, at least off the top of my head for this moment, that has helped me so much understanding breaks and where lifting would be and just normal wear and tear on ends. It's like, oh, I need to build this up higher here because that's where the stress point is. And that's when we talk a lot about apexes. That's what the apex is all about, is building the higher thickness across your apex and your stress area so that they don't break. So play with your product so you know how it breaks, so you can say, oh, if I built that up a little bit thicker, it'd be better. Or is this client error? Is this my error? So a few months ago, I was doing a workshop and I did hard gel. So I have a glass top table. I did hard gel. I did acrylic. I did what I call the genre technique. So it's gel polish with acrylic sprinkled in. And I did a slick pour. And I put them all on my desk. And then I took nippers and nipped at it to see how it is, like how it would come off. What I didn't think is that it would actually bond to my glass, because I've done this many times. And you know how you can just take something and kind of get the acrylic or the hard gel up off your glass? Well, the ones with the gel polish and the acrylic bonded, and when I nipped it, it took my glass with it and shipped it out. So now I have tiles that I got from a glass shop that they gave to me for free, because to them this is leftover pieces. To us, it's amazing. And so I play all the time. I play and put product on and let people see how it is when it's going to break. How thick do I need it to be the consistency that I need, the right ratios, and play, practice. And so you can use nail forms, and then you can use glass or tile or whatnot too. Anyways, I just wanted to pop on. I see a whole bunch of, I don't know if it's comments or questions. But if you have a question, I have 30 minutes before my client gets here. I have a hot cup of coffee, and I have some tips that I want to share with you guys on where lifting can come from sometimes that we just don't think about in our products. Hi, Donna, watching from the UK. Lindsay, Janet, and Natasha, you guys, thanks so much for coming on. My videos are amazing. Janet, I can tell you, I bought my first video camera, and I'm not I can't even say the word, technologically inclined. It's not my strength. And anyways, I put a card in, I got it charged up, I was super excited. I found a way to like move it on my desk, because I thought if I do these in videos, then I can edit down just prep. And so when you guys have questions for just prep, I can share that video. Because I mean, this is, my brain just won't stop, and I got to get these out on videos. And so anyways, I didn't realize that I only had like a megabyte card, and apparently I need a gigabyte card. So yesterday I had to go shopping and buy one that had like lots of memory on it, because it only recorded like 4 minutes. It wasn't even enough to show you prep. So I'm getting videos out there. I just don't have that kind of knowledge for it, and thank goodness YouTube is helping me out a lot along the way. Hi Nicola and Beverly, you guys, thanks so much. I just saw that video live that you did playing. It was only me. Yes, Vicky. I play a lot, and I have some private groups where sometimes I'll play live in those just so that not the whole world can see my mistakes. But I've learned that when I go live and show you guys the mistakes and then troubleshoot how to fix it, those are the best videos. And so I've quit going live in my private groups so that I can just wing it with you. That's how we learn, right? I practice with white acrylics so they can learn, because white shows everything. Oh my gosh. Desiree, that's a great tip. That's so true. Hey, Rosie. I just bought some Blue Sky hard gel in a bottle. Anyone used it? Beverly, I've not. So I've been an acrylic girl for many years, and the gel that I did use, the hard gel, came in a bottle, and it's called Quintessence. I use it now, honestly, just to put stones on, because it works really well. The heat spike on it is so hot, but I don't know the drama behind it. There was a gel company, and for some reason they broke up, and it turned into 3 other gel companies. And so therefore, one of those other gel companies that came out is called So Gel. And they have a new gel. It's in a bottle, and it's called So Simple, and there's no heat spike to it. And then I just recently used Max Estrada's Candy Jelly, no heat spike to it either. And I used Misuse 4D gel, no heat spike to either. So I love where gel's going, but my fallback is always acrylic, and I think it's just because that's what I knew for so many years, and I'm comfortable with it. So I too am putting myself out of my box a little bit. I've learned more from you guys in Tech Talk in 1 month than, oh my gosh. Okay, Tara, this is our goal. I have learned for all these years when people have come to my salon and done, tech, other techs have always been welcome to come to my salon and sit beside me and learn. I believe in networking like that. And I've gone to other tech salons and been able to sit next to them and learn. And that's what it takes. Sometimes, like buddying up with another tech. And so I didn't realize that over all these years that I was anything special. I thought everybody learned this in school, so everybody does the same thing. But you start getting your own technique. And then over many years, like me, you really learn different techniques and different styles. And then there's so many out there. Now it's just so overwhelming, and we learn that we did not all learn the same in school. And what we retained is so different. Maybe we didn't have the best instructor, or maybe they cared more about teaching you hair than nails if you were going, for cosmetology or whatnot. And so now there's this area with social media that we can get in and we can talk to each other and help troubleshoot different things. And the admin on this team, I'm not sure how exactly we got linked up, but let me tell you, our admin on this group is amazing, and we all specialize in something unique. And so I think by the time we get done doing little videos of all commonly asked questions or whatever, I think we're going to be able to help techs from newbies to be re-energized to the experienced ones. And I really think that we can be a good go-to forum for that. I'm not sure. It's going to take us time, just like it does with everything. But if you guys have questions of something that you want to learn, and you guys have already started doing this because I've been talking about this in a few lives, tag us and say, will you show me how to use foiling? And then Becky did a live on foiling. Kim just did a live on a reverse French with hard gel. We are taking your questions and we're putting it to a video, and we're talking in detail how to do it. Not just showing it with a whole bunch of music behind it. I mean, I've made a lot of videos like that and they're fun. But sometimes we need to verbally hear it and visually watch it and all of that. And so this is the best that we can do without being hands-on right there with you. So Tara, thank you for that comment. It lets us know that we're on the right track. I'd love a prep video. Sarah, I'm working on one right now. So you guys know that we also do workshops, and in our workshops we go into detail on this kind of stuff, and we've kept our workshops, like most of our workshops are like $35 to like $50. We're keeping them really low cost. They're done right here on Facebook through Facebook and private groups. So it's easy to link up to it, and you get us live. You get to talk to us, and sometimes like in my workshops, I'll bring you both up on the screen. There's me and you are equal on the screen. I can watch your technique and you can watch mine, and we troubleshoot just like as close as we can of being right there with each other. And so some of this stuff, you have to pay for, but majority of it you don't. And so prep is definitely a big one. And today I'm going to cover a couple things before my client shows up to show you on just common things that we sometimes forget about. Hi, Deb. Deb, we're talking about a variety today. I don't know. I like to just come on and talk about anything. Desiree's an acrylic girl. I'm getting a sample. Yay! Yes, Becky, I would love a sample of So-Gel. I still have not tried it. And I'm willing to buy it. It's not that. I just have so many products that I get that I want, before I go live with them, I want to make sure that I understand it and that I've played with it a little bit. So know that when I go live with something, I'm not just giving you an opinion off the first time I'm using it. I'm giving you an opinion. I've used this a few times and my clients have come back 4 weeks later. This is what it looked like. And so giving you more facts rather than just a one-time opinion. I've never tried artistic putty or polygel. Today at 4 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, I gotta think of her name, Celeste Wolfgram, I apologize if I got it wrong, is doing a free live. It's on a polygel type of system in our group today at 4 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So that is in 4.5 hours. There will be a live on how to do that. And this is what the type of education that I'm bringing in. So we're bringing in, like with my tech talks, I bring in people in the industry that are distributors. On next, let's see, Saturday I'm going live with Becky and we're going to talk about So-Gel. Next Tuesday, I'm going live with Catherine Fleming, who's the nails editor. She's one of the editors for Nails Magazine. I'm bringing people to you that are in that position. They are trained. They're highly qualified for that position. And they're giving us not just opinions, but facts about how to get to the next level, how to use their product, troubleshooting, and all of that. It's not just opinions and reading it. We're getting to visually work with these people one-on-one. And that's the advantage of how our group is. And this is what we're trying to do. So today at 4, we have somebody who specializes and have this product line of a polygel type of system. And she's going to come on today and show you guys how to use that. And so if you know somebody who specializes in something like this, get them and link with us, admin, because we want to bring them into our group and give you the best education. Beverly says, I'm in UK, no Max for me. Actually, Beverly, Max is international. And he, though I did a live with him last week, and I'm pretty sure he said that he would mail to the UK. I'm a little worried about the spikes. Yeah, the spikes can be bad. However, call the company and ask them about what the best way to do. To avoid the heat spike, sometimes you have to flash it. You know, C&D actually came out with a light that has a flashing set on their light. Some of them, you know, have a 5 second. So you put it in for 5 seconds, the light goes off, it allows you to flash cure them. So talk with the company and find out what's best to use with their product. Deb says, yeah, I had a lame instructor. I self-taught myself many things, including gel. Nail art is my weakness, and when I started nail art, I was dying and didn't even learn much. Yes, Deb. So nail art is actually one of my strengths. So send me pictures or post pictures on TikTok of some nail art that you would like to see, because that helps us be able to say, oh, I can do that, or it's going to help another member say, I can do that, and then we'll get on there and show you how to do it. I love that part of this. I've got a gel course next month. I always like acrylic more. Yeah, Sarah, you know, all of us kind of get into our niche of what we like the best. I can say that for a while, different acrylics that I've used, the monomer gets pretty strong, primer gets pretty strong, and so I've come up with, you know, some ones that I like better than others. Honestly, not because of the product and its retention, but just because I have to sit with that smell all day, and so I want to make sure that the smell is something that I can do. I've got a one-on-one coming up, and it's $300. It's worth it in the long run. Yes, Sarah. And then definitely find when you do a one-on-one that the person that you are going to do a one-on-one with, that they customize the class to you and your needs, and not a one-on-one where they're just sending you videos. Okay, that's more of like a workshop or what a class setting would be. A one-on-one, make sure if you're going to spend that much money, that they will go live on the screen with you or in person and customize a workshop for you for your needs. Because sometimes it's the prep, and you might need to spend extra time on prep. So make sure that you do that, because there's a lot of us out there that will customize them for you, and that's what you need, because everybody's needs are always so different. All right, so I'm going to go through here. And yes, Becky's Sojel class is on Sunday, but her Tech Talk with me, Janet, is on Saturday, 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So you might have to Google it to find where it is for you. And I love Becky. I've gone live with her quite a few times. And actually, Becky and I did our very first live, which is where Tech Talk came about. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm having a hard time getting my cuticle area right. I keep doing it too thin and filing it off. Yes, Desiree. That's, you know, one of the things that we think of so many times is we'll get the prep right, and we'll get the ratio right, and we'll get the application right, but then our finish filing messes up the whole thing. And so at least you know where you need to help. And so maybe, you know, maybe troubleshoot a little bit into what you need to do. Because, you know, if you get the right prep of cuticle or I mean, not cuticle, geez, acrylic or hard gel, you don't always have to finish file. Your finish filing is just to reshape and re-crisp up your areas. So if you're working with your product good at the time, there's not a whole lot of finish filing, so you won't be taking off as much product. So troubleshoot a little bit, Desiree, and find out where it is that you're needing some extra on there. Oh, good morning from New Zealand. For me, it's brush use mostly. I don't understand what brush to use for what stroke, look, pressures, and strokes. Yeah, so Deb, I didn't pin your question. Are we talking about the product itself, or are you talking about nail art? Because you're right. Product itself, I can help you out. Nail art, there's so many brushes. You do so many different techniques that I agree with you. You're just going to have to play around and find out which one's best for you on that. Am I caught up yet? Nope. I've been using Axiom. I can't wait to try So-Gel. I've heard, yes, the steps are a lot less. Yeah, it's like a one-step thing. I caught up on all the questions. Okay, so before my client gets here in 15 minutes, I wanted to go through a couple of things with you guys. One thing that can create lifting, when your client very first comes in, we want them to go wash their hands. I know that they might already be late and it's at 1 second, but you know what? Talk to them and tell them that you need them here at a certain time, and you respect their time, and that's why you make an appointment, and they need to respect yours. They need to come in. The first thing your client needs to do, you know, in my case, they take off their shoes, they put on some slippers, they hang up their coat, their purse, get out their phone, put it on the desk, and they go in and wash their hands with non-moisturizing soap. The reason why is because moisturizing soap is going to leave moisturizing onto the nails that I have to immediately go back and take off. So if you use non-moisturizing soap, it's going to immediately take off all the excess oil. And hopefully there's a brush in there that they can brush the top and the bottom, clean it all off. I have a thing that if I see something underneath their nails and I don't know what it is, to not like gross me out, I always say it's nacho cheese. Because nacho cheese will cover anything that's yellow, green, brown, red, orange. And so I'll be like, oh, I think you have some nacho cheese still underneath your nails. Can you go wash them? And they go, I didn't have any nachos. And then I'm grossed out. And so I always just say, oh, okay, well, I don't know what it is, but you might want to go wash it. And so it only takes one time of kind of embarrassing that the next time they come in, they will make sure their hands are clean and there won't be any nacho cheese underneath their nails. I could see you guys laughing. And so have them wash their hands and dry them. Then when they sit down at your desk, you could, if you're worried, have them also use a hand sanitizer. But make sure your hand sanitizer doesn't have moisturizers in it, because a lot of them we get from like Bath and Body Works and stuff, they have moisturizers, which then now you have 2 layers of a moisture on their hands. Then I take 100% acetone, which we've been talking in one of the comments of in our group. We've been talking about the Menda Puffs. And somebody said in Florida they have these and everything rusts. She said, but her Menda, which it's worth to get the brand, it might cost a little bit more, does not rust. And so therefore, these prevent evaporation, which we know alcohol and acetone evaporate quickly, and it prevents contamination. So when you pump this, it stays on top. It doesn't go back into your bottle. So then you take 100% acetone, which acetone kills everything. However, in Wyoming, we still have to use like herbicides and stuff like that. So I can't soak my bits in acetone. Although Greg from Young Nails, I watched a video from him the other day and he soaks all of his bits in acetone because he's the same thing. It kills everything. However, follow your state rules or your country rules or whatever you have to do. Anyways, when they come in, the first thing you need to do do the consultation with them is take a cotton ball or a cotton swab or whatever and your 100% acetone and clean up to the knuckle. And if that cotton ball ends up with anything on it, their hands are not clean. And you can show them, I think next time you wash, this is how you do it. Sometimes we have to train our clients on how to do that because unless they were in school, when's the last time anybody sat with you and showed you thoroughly how to wash your hands? Sometimes we don't. We think going like this is cleaning them, and it's not. So we have to educate them. So here's one thing with acetone. Some people are like, I used acetone and it didn't work. Acetone has moisturizers too. Another thing, this would be the third part that they set at your desk that might have a moisturizer, from the soap, the hand sanitizer, and now your polish remover. So make sure that when they sit down, they use 100% acetone. No vitamin E, no scents, no extras in it, 100% acetone. And when you do that, you will notice that you'll get a chalky white look on their skin and on their nail. And it makes the cuticle that's up on the nail illuminated and white. And now you know where to file, because that cuticle that's on the nail, that dead skin, is what makes lifting. So I'm going to show you guys. My nail's not grown out enough to really show you that part, but I'm going to show you what I mean by chalky white. This is a temporary dehydration. Okay, so cotton ball, my nail. What I like is I hear a squeegee. I know there's no oil on there when I hear a squeegee. It's kind of fun, huh? So I go all the way up to the knuckle, and this is when I'm talking to them like, hey, how you been? Welcome back, blah, blah, blah. I take this extra step, See how it turned it a little bit extra white? And I did that to the knuckle all the way down. It naturally goes in underneath, and I know for a fact that that nail is clean. Now, my hand file, my fingers, everything else that's touching over that nail is not going to be putting oil from one to the other. Those simple things right there can prevent lifting. The rest of it's in your prep. So check your products and make sure that they're good. Sometimes, like on Scrub Fresh from like Sandy, there's expiration dates on those. I don't know why, but I think it's because they add colorant to them, and the colorant has an expiration date. So therefore, the colorant can be breaking down how well it works. So make sure that you check all the expiration dates. But if you're using something like 100% acetone from Dollar Tree for $1, which costs a lot less, no expiration date, because there's nothing else in it to break it down. So there you go. There's your tip for today. Okay, any other questions on here? I watched that video too. It was brilliant. My accent. Chloe, so somebody's on here from New Zealand and Australia, and those are my ones that I just go, oh, I just love your accent. Yeah, yeah, sometimes we don't want to know what their hands are in or what they've been into, huh? So I have a few more minutes. Let me talk about something else. Did you guys know that the molecules for mineral oil and lanolin are too large for our body to absorb? So if you watch commercials or you see anything, it's skin softening, but it's not skin healing. So you need an all-natural oil to soak in, and then you need another, like the mineral oil or lanolin base or whatever, to sit up on top to keep that from coming out. And so, and forgive, this is nerdy nailology from a long time ago. If they've proven this wrong, you guys can let me know. But the last I knew is that people will say all the time, oh, I put lotion on all the time and it just doesn't work. Well, one, are they putting lotion on like they're washing their hands and they're just doing this? Or are they putting the lotion on and they're rubbing it in? Are they warming up the lotion to make it more of an oil form so it really soaks in? So you have to educate your client again about cuticle oil. Not just mineral oil, cuticle oil, but look at the ingredients. You might have to spend a little bit more to get a good cuticle oil. Hi, Rebecca. And so therefore, that way it will soak in all the way. If you have a lotion that is a mineral oil base, which you'll find on the first like 3 ingredients of it, then it's just going to sit on top. And therefore, it's not going to soak in. It's going to soften the skin and give them like a protective layer, but it's not going to soak in and actually heal. So educate your clients on the difference of the oils and stuff like that. So lanolin, okay, think about lanolin. You shear a sheep, right? And you get this layer of lanolin. It didn't even soak into the sheep, but it protected the sheep. Linolin's very thick. If you are nursing, if you had a baby, you know, they have you use lanolin to protective layer on nursing. Let's just say that. I don't have to go into detail. You guys all know what I'm talking about. Mineral oil is the same thing. In the earth, there's a whole layer of mineral oil. That's why we have an abundance of it. It doesn't actually soak into the earth. It acts as a protectant and keeps things from going through to the next level. It's the same thing on our skin. It sits up on top, but it doesn't allow it to soak in. And so they're great products, but just know for the meaning of how to use them. And so help educate your client what to look for. Maybe, you know, I've heard a lot of people say coconut oil. So I experimented. I'm like, okay, I have coconut oil. I rubbed it on. Rub coconut oil in for a minute and see what it does. It soaks in, but you have a grit feel. It's not smooth. I don't want my hands to feel that way. So experiment with different things. And vegetable oil, we all know that after a little while of wearing that doesn't smell very good either. So find good oils. I like, if I'm going to tell somebody an all-natural oil, I'm going to tell them like a vitamin E oil. You're going to have extra benefit from that. So find something like that. Retell it in your salon. They want this and they want it now. Like I have an oil, I don't have it at my desk right now. It's called, it's a castor oil, but it's a black castor oil and it's Jamaican something, like a scent, and it smells like coconut. It smells so good, and it's a castor oil. It's very thick emollient, and when you put it on, it's kind of yellow looking, so I can say it's not visually a pretty one, but boy, when the clients put that on and it soaks all the way in, it takes a little bit, they leave here going, wow, and it's great for pedicures and all of that. And so know your differences in your oils, because if your client is using a lotion base that's mineral oil, and they have a little bit of lifting on their nail, the mineral oil is not going to soak into the nail. It's going to set underneath the lifting and above the nail, and it's going to create more lifting. And so educate them on the proper ones to use, and then their skin and their nail will thank you for that in the long haul. What a good bit of information. Chloe, it's because it's all locked up here. I'm trying to get it all out. Olive oil is awful. I know sometimes the thing that we tell our clients to use, if you've not used it yourself, do not tell your client to use it. Use it on yourself first. And then yes, Desiree, it's the Jamaican black castor oil, and it smells so good. I got mine off of Amazon for like $9. It came in a big bottle, and I let my clients bring in their cuticle oil bottles, and I refilled it for them. But you can buy like solar oil, and it's maybe an almond oil kind of base or something like that. A tea tree oil, yes, you can definitely sell them what you've used on yourself and that you've been able to prove that works and soaks in. Okay, so I got 5 minutes. What do you guys want to talk about? And my client that's coming in is a sweetheart. I actually have asked so many of my clients, I'm like, can I go live doing your nails? And they want me. And I respect that. They pay me. I'm not doing their nails for free. They want their Amy time, they call it, and they want me to Amyize their nails. And so I respect that with them. So some clients allow me to go with them, and I'll videotape it and stuff, but other ones, I respect that time. So Nail Tech has tea tree oil in it. I've used it for years. Yes, and tea tree oil has some other healing properties too. They've proven that it helps with people who have like fungal infections, and so that's why you find it a lot into like the fungal lines and stuff. And so yeah, I think there's one oil, and it might not be tea tree, that has like a cooling effect, and I don't like it because I don't like the ones, they always get cold. You know, they could get hot or cold. Oh, here's my appointment. She's here. Has the same manicure size. Hi. Hey. So I'm live right now, and I just told them how awesome you are. Do you want to say hello? No? All right, guys. Well, I appreciate your time. I hope that everything that I went through helps you guys. Remember to send pictures of nail art that you want us to do tutorials on or questions and all of that. And then join me again Saturday, 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time when I bring Becky on live. And then Sunday she has a workshop. And next Tuesday with Catherine Fleming. Next Monday I have Greg Salo. So you guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.